Why are minimum payments on debt so dangerous? Imagine paying a small amount each month on a large credit card bill and feeling like you're making progress. But in reality, you're just treading water. When you only pay the minimum on your debt, especially credit card debt, it can keep you in debt for many years. This is because most of that minimum payment goes toward interest, not reducing what you actually owe. Interest on credit cards can be very high, often over 18 or 20%. When you pay just the minimum, the interest is calculated on your entire balance and added to your debt. Since only a tiny part of your payment goes toward the original amount borrowed, your debt shrinks very slowly. Meanwhile, the interest keeps piling up, making your total repayment much higher than the original debt. If you owe $5,000 on a credit card with an 18% interest rate and only make minimum payments, it could take over 20 years to pay it off. During that time, you might pay thousands of dollars more in interest than you borrowed. This long payoff time can also hurt your credit score because high balances compared to your credit limit, called high credit utilization, can lower your score. A lower score can make it harder or more expensive to borrow money later. Making only minimum payments also increases financial stress. It limits your ability to save for emergencies or future goals. Plus, if you miss a payment, you could face late fees and penalty interest rates that make your debt grow even faster. Some people try to fix their debt by borrowing more money, but that just adds to the problem. Credit card companies set minimum payments low on purpose. They want you to pay something each month, but that means you stay in debt longer and pay more in interest overall. To avoid this trap, it's better to pay more than the minimum whenever you can. Even an extra $10 or $20 a month can cut years off your debt and save you hundreds or thousands of dollars in interest. Using strategies like paying off the highest interest debts first, known as the avalanche method, helps reduce the total interest paid. Creating a budget to find extra money and cutting unnecessary expenses can make a big difference. Talking to your creditors might also help. Sometimes they will lower your interest rate or offer hardship programs if you explain your situation. In the end, paying only the minimum on your debt can keep you in a cycle of owing money for a very long time. Paying more than the minimum and actively managing your debt helps you pay it off faster and save money. It's a smart move to protect your financial health and avoid falling into bad debt.